Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I've been thinking about something that Alan Watts said that I absolutely love. The meaning of happiness consists of three elements: freedom, gratitude, and a sense of wonder. And I want to unpack those three things because they've been really working on me this year, and it really hit me as I was preparing for being thankful on Thanksgiving. Freedom. When Alan talks about freedom, he talks about inner freedom, the freedom to be yourself. For me, there's a real version of that. Gary Vee talks about just not giving an F about what other people think, not in a harsh way, but in a liberating way. And the beautiful thing is this: when you stop caring about impressing people, you start attracting the people who appreciate you for exactly who you are. You stop trying to win over those who don't resonate with your real self. And suddenly, the people who resonate with you, they start to fill in your life. And when you're surrounded by people who value the real you, you become even more free to be the real you. You're literally liberated from the social chains of expectations. And that's freedom. And I am grateful by the fact that I have that kind of freedom. I'm surrounded by people who think like me, who care about values like me, and who allow me and I allow them to be who they are. Tony Robbins often emphasizes it is a state of being that changes how you see everything. He says that when you cultivate gratitude, fear dissolves and abundance appears. And that's why I recommend building every morning with a reflection exercise of what you're grateful for. It's not a list, it's a lens. It makes ordinary moments feel meaningful. It softens you, it opens you, it makes you someone people want to be around. It's emotional charisma. And today, in the United States, Thanksgiving is all about gratitude. Third, a sense of wonder. And when there is this element, a sense of wonder, then life just like opens up. There's a quote often attributed to Albert Einstein that captured this beautifully. He supposedly said, there are only two ways to live life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, the other is that everything is a miracle. And that's wonder, looking at life and seeing strangeness, magic, possibility, freshness, even things that you've seen 1,000 times. You see it new, like a child. Not childish, but childlike. And as I reflect on these three things, freedom, gratitude, and wonder, I realize that, if I'm really honest with you, that this entire year, and probably many more years before that, has been missing in my life is this sense of wonder. Freedom, I've got that. Gratitude, I'm grateful. But wonder, that sense of exciting curiosity, aliveness, that's honestly been missing. I realized it this year because I've had a few flashes of it. Moments where I felt that spark, that lightness, that curiosity of what might happen, the anticipation of possibility, the thrill of imagining an outcome, meeting someone new, getting a new idea, having an unexpected outcome of a day, not being attached to them, but really generally curious. Ironically, those few moments made me sad because it showed me, oh, I have not been feeling this. I have not been living like this regularly, not consistently, not the way I used to when I was a child. So tonight, as I head into Thanksgiving with these 30 cousins that I celebrate with for decades, not by blood, but by other mothers, for the rest of this year, for tonight and the rest of the year, for 2026 and 2027, I am committed to opening myself back up to wonder. But here's the tricky thing, and I think this is what Alan Watts would agree to, that you can't force wonder. You can't walk into a moment saying, I will experience wonder tonight, because wonder comes from the opposite of that. It's not a detachment, but it's also not a gripping. It's caring about an outcome while being open to a different outcome. It's holding many possible futures lightly and being curious about which ones will unfold. It's anticipation without demand, curiosity without control. Alan Watts said it best: to be totally absorbed with what is and not be thinking about what should be. Live a life of wonder, of curiosity, of fulfillment. Happy Thanksgiving. May every day from this day on bring you a life of freedom, gratitude, and a sense of wonder.